Ladies and gentlemen, please come into the room. We are here down at the tidal basin, just witnessing all of the beautiful cherry blossoms falling around us. Look, she done caught it too. You sure you done caught it? They done gave it. Look, they didn't give it to you too. Let's see if we can find another one.
Give me okay.
Oh, girl, what is? Oh. Samurai. Oh, konnichiwa.
Okay.
Oh, it'll give you full life, girl. All right.
Full life.
Ooh, she look like a man. Ooh, look at you. Ooh, look at you.
Royalty.
Royalty. Ooh,
Eyebrows on Felice.
4th of July.
Was it?
Oh, 4th of July.
Baby, you'll find your way.
Yes. Oh, and then you went to 4th of July, girl, and then you fell in love. And then we done went to the party. Damn, girl, you at the party. Damn, turned down for what? One more. Can we do one more?
Oh, one more. Yes.
Just one more.
Okay.
Just an emoji. Just laughing.
Yes.
They're probably laughing at us, so it's okay.
That's the perfect filter for us to have because we are going to have a good laugh, a good keekee.
A good keekee. Now listen, ladies and gentlemen, let's be clear. You see this device in my hand? Because about a good 6 months ago, you could actually do Facebook Live with a friend. But because they have discontinued that, and I just found out about that 5 minutes ago, which is why we are behind schedule. Praise the Lord for 2 devices. So I had to go ahead and get my co-host, Miss Ashanti Branch, ladies and gentlemen, from the House of Branches.
From the House of Branches.
The Magnolia Leaf. And she will do a Magnolia clap. Magnolia. Yeah. Yes. All right. Magnolia clap. Yeah. I don't know what's going on in the background. Now, listen, I was telling the folks before we finally got it all together and figured out what our struggle was. Did you go ahead and make yourself a beverage? Some water, some juice?
Yes, I hope so.
I hope they made a beverage.
And it's very important to be hydrated during these trying times. So they say.
Well, I guess that means we should be taking more communion in.
More communion? More communion with your social distance. And yes, no, maybe so.
I think we should take some more communion. So, first of all, let's start off with a little rundown. So, Miss Branch, in case they don't know a little bit about you, will you go ahead and tell them who you is and what you do?
Well, before all this madness happened, I was a paraprofessional at an elementary school. And for those of you who do not know what a paraprofessional is is like a teacher assistant, but specifically we work with students that have learning disabilities or students that they suspect have learning disabilities. At the Philip, wonderful chocolate being he is.
Ew.
Yes.
Did you see any of your kids or anything at the theater? Like, do they kind of mix and mingle?
Sometimes they mix and mingle, but for the most part, or at least for Greece, I did not get to see very many of my students, except for one of my old middle schoolers back when I was a substitute teacher.
Mm-hmm.
That that warmed my heart on like one of the closing nights before Grease ended.
Oh, she came all the way through.
Yes, and I just got all my life and instantly missed being a substitute teacher because, you know, you can be a teacher for a little bit when they need you, and then you can go and live your best performer life, because that's what I do when I'm not being a teacher or a server. I'm performing anywhere and anywhere that'll take me and have me and book me.
Speaking of that, though, are there any roles or any shows that you would like to do?
Ooh.
Because, you know, this right here, we're talking to the whole entire world, so you don't know who might throw something at you now. Cleopatra coming at you. Okay.
All right. You know? Okay, let's see. I have been very blessed and fortunate to have played Lil Inez, but I would love, love, love to do it again. It's such a fun show. And let's see.
Now, if you could take one person from Riverside Dinner Theater with you, who would that be? The shade might get real, ladies and gentlemen.
Stop it!
Who would you take with you if you could take one person to do a show with you?
To take with me? And, like, I'm stuck with this person forever and ever and ever?
No, not forever, but let's say 6-month run, you're stuck with them. They might even be your scene partner.
Singing partner?
Scene partner. You might have to kiss him.
Oh.
Go ahead, tell us the tea, girl. Who you gonna take with you? Who you gonna take with you, girl?
Child, I don't even know. Oh my goodness. I'm very professional and I can work with anyone.
But who would you prefer to work with?
Who would I prefer to work with?
It could be a celebrity. I mean, it could be
It could
anybody.
be a celebrity. Ooh, well, he's sick at the moment.
Ooh. What happened?
I would love to work across from, I think, like my top 5 leading gentlemen.
Who we gonna be?
Who we gonna be? I hope he recovers well. I would love to work with Idris, Mr. Idris Elba.
Oh, Mr. Elba.
Elba, Mr. Chestnut, Mr. Morris Chestnut.
He a chocolate stallion, girl.
Are we catching the trend? Let's see. Who else is a part of my top 5?
Who else? If you now do answer this question, since we said Idris would be your celebrity person that you would like to work with, who would you take from Riverside?
From Riverside? I would definitely love to work with my Celie again. Her name is Kanisha.
Ooh. Is she a diva on the stage? And a freak in the sheets?
Oh my.
Well, that's what they say. That's what they say.
She is definitely a powerhouse. She is a very hard worker.
Oh, she hard.
Love her.
She got a work ethic.
She has a work ethic like nobody.
You know, I didn't see too much of that over there at Riverside though. So you got to hold on to that.
Oh, yes.
Hold on to the work ethic.
Hold on to the work ethic. Yes. You got to. If you want to see my Celie, you can refer to the YouTubes, to Riverside's YouTube channel. You can find our Color Purple promo video.
Okay.
From last year, and you can get into that. I would also love to work with my Sophia again, Miss Khadijah O'Neill.
Oh, I've heard some things about her. I heard she's a slayer too. She was slay the demons right on out you.
Oh yes.
That's what I heard.
Every single one of them.
That's what I heard.
The house down.
I heard that her and I needed to get together to do a little spice of life. That's what the people told me.
Yes, you all would love each other, or y'all might. I don't think y'all would clash.
We'd probably be fancy together.
I think y'all would be fancy. She would definitely get a kick out of you. I know that.
Oh, we'd be keeking and cracking up.
Y'all would be kicking and cracking up.
And pointing out the obvious.
Yes, indeed.
So, what have you been doing? You know, we got relinquished from Greece right in the nick of time. Got to do all of our shows. And then Corona decided, the devil was going to use Corona to try to sabotage.
I know.
But what have you been doing since Corona?
Since Corona, I have been enjoying time with my family, making those necessary phone calls and FaceTime calls with my good people. Who else? What else? I did a painting. It's not finished because I ran out of paint. So I got to get some paint.
You're going to have to pray that the Lord will just drop you off some, because I think that the Michaels and Joanne's might be closed.
Oh, no. I made it in just before they shut the doors and bolted them quick. So I have the paint. Now it's just trying to refigure out my vision for what I want to do with it. But a part of me wants to like paint over what I have started so far and create something over top.
Okay.
Because my vision has shifted for it.
Oh, the Lord has moved your soul in a different direction.
In a different direction.
Well, He will do that.
What else? I've also downloaded the TikTok.
Oh, you're going to be hip-hop arraying?
Probably. We'll see. I'm not sure how I will be led to use my TikTok account, but I do have one, and there's nothing on it currently, so
Oh, you got some work to do.
I got some work to do.
Because listen, them people on there getting about a good 800,000 followers.
I know.
And you know, some of us entertainers, we could use that type of leverage.
That good old exposure.
That anointing. Yes, indeed. So you're going to have to get on there and TikTok hooray.
I know, I need to, because apparently this is like the new people. Well, maybe they're still using Instagram, but if you can make a TikTok work, then I guess that's like the new thing.
You know, we should come up with our own app, girl. We missing out on some money.
I know. That's between making up stuff on somebody else's app and make your own app, that's where the money is.
See, hey, Mr. Brown, how are you doing with your jam and jerk chicken?
Oh?
Girl, he will anoint you with the jam and jerk. He done got his own line of jerk seasonings and sauces.
Yes, indeed.
He done came down. So back in the day, let's go back. We did an episode, little history lesson. We did an episode with Mr. Brown where he came into the studio. He brought us some of his food, and we sampled, and we excuse me, ma'am. She over there. My dog is over there barking. You ain't gonna be cussing me out. She over there getting sassy. He came into the studio and he brought us some of his jam and jerk. This happened to be right before Thanksgiving, because the next thing I knew, he was jerking and jamming with some turkeys.
Oh.
But he left. Hold on. Excuse me, ma'am.
Uh-oh.
She over here getting... Who you talking to?
Unruly. Oh.
She over here cussing me out. You ain't going nowhere?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
See, you know how... Jazzy, don't do it. You ain't coming in and out. See, you see how dogs want to do? They want to come...
Oh.
She talking. Jazzy.
What do you have to say, sweetheart?
Well, go ahead and say it. Speak. Anyways, let me go back. So he done brought me some of this, girl.
Oh.
He done brought me this. And he done brought us some food, girl. It was Thanksgiving, before Thanksgiving. He had some macaroni and cheese. He had some rice, some plantains. We was getting life in that studio.
Okay.
Girl, I'm going to...
I like to eat. That might be a good little...
Listen. I was about to say, during this national epidemic and crisis, I might have to do a delivery. And I might have to bring this over to you. So you can go ahead and bless your family with it too.
Yes.
At the same time, I do believe you can go on his website. Just type in Jugs Authentic Jerk Seasoning.
Jugs Authentic.
JUGGS Authentic Jerk Seasoning. And find him online. He is a retired veteran.
Oh, we love the veterans. What
Thank
branch?
You. The veteran branch of the branch. And he a snack too. So he'll bless you with a snack and he'll be your snack. So make sure you support the veterans of America. Okay? Jugs Authentic Jerk Seasoning. He said he was in the Navy.
Oh, the Navy.
And Jug, you're gonna have to send me a turkey thigh for this free advertising and marketing.
Me too, please. Thank you.
Right, a turkey thigh, just one. Okay, you send her the leg. Bring me the thigh.
Yes, the leg. I need.
Girl, you need a.
I
Never
need a
mind.
leg. Give
Don't
me a
do
leg.
it. Let it pass us by, Lord. Don't let it do it. The devil trying to use us right now. But yes. But anyway, so of course you want to do some art. What else do you want to? I mean, we are on random time schedule. We don't know what's happening. So it's a day by day. It's a week by week. What else do you think you might have planned in order to go ahead and fill some of this time?
So what I have, also how I've been filling my time, right? I've been keeping up with the news and everything, and this one person in particular can be found in Baltimore, if I'm recalling it correctly. He is a person, he's the mayor's American Sign Language interpreter.
Okay.
And when I tell you them fingers and hands be going, I want to learn how to do sign language.
You said what be going?
His hands. He just...
Where they going? Where they going? Oh, okay.
That's
a ministry.
And I also want to take this time...
That's a ministry. Go ahead.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking about it. I was like, there's no reason why actors can't also sign, because you have to be very expressive. Like, I've watched different interpreters, and by far, he's my favorite. He's somebody's...
Was you looking at his hands, or were you just looking at him?
No. He's not attractive. He's somebody's dad, somebody's pawpaw somewhere. But, I definitely appreciate...
You said he's somebody's pawpaw.
He is somebody's pawpaw.
Come get your uncle. Okay.
Somebody's pawpaw, somebody's uncle, somebody's... Not for me.
Okay.
But I don't even know what his name is. They don't put, like, his name badge of who he is. It's just him and his hands just...
Oh, nothing. He don't get nothing more than that?
What's that?
I mean, he don't get nothing more. He don't get a name badge. He don't get nothing.
No, and I'm just like, he is doing the real work. I watched one of the interpreters, and she was only interpreting, like, every other word. And just...
That's how you get people killed. You got to give them the whole story.
The whole story. And I was like, I know that there's people that are, it's hearing impaired.
Yes.
I want to make sure I'm saying that correctly.
Yes, don't get me sued.
Don't get me sued.
We ain't got time for it.
Coronavirus.
And clearly with the corona, we ain't got the money for it, so don't do it.
I'm telling you, I cannot afford
don't do it.
problems.
No.
I cannot afford these problems. But no, I know that they do read lips, but if you're offering a service, you should be able to fully execute the service to its fullest capability.
Right. Not skipping every other word.
Not skipping every other word.
You know
that I have been... Well, I don't know. I don't mean for this to be shady, but I've been to an audition where the piano player did not...
Did he play every other note, girl?
Yes.
Shut your mouth.
So stressful. I already stressed myself out during auditions. So that was... I came in...
Can you get a refund? I need an equity player. He gonna be playing it like he been playing it since he was born. I had one of those one time.
I don't know. Maybe I was wrong for assuming that everybody could.
You should have called Wilson Pizzuto. You know, he could shut that piano down.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. But no, that was. I don't know. I just feel like if I'm picking up a new job task and I haven't previously had the experience, I'm going to learn everything about it before I go forth in the public to use it as a service, because I just don't want to cause anybody a stress and anxiety. I don't want an audition. I just feel like that's just not the place to be. Folks already nervous bad.
and they trying to take cues from you, and you playing every other note. So that's when my Whitney Houston comes out, and child, you just keep singing. Just keep singing, no matter what he got going on.
But however, comma, I was just like, please.
He set you up. He was trying to set you up.
I started singing, and she came in like 7 measures after them, and only played the chords.
No, can't do that. So, when, I'm always just thinking about, opportunities and what we can do in life to be positive and all of that, help people out. But, if the world, my question, because, we've been reduced to drive-thrus and all types of random, culinary options.
Right.
But, if you could have your last meal, so let's say in this quarantine, they say tomorrow we are on a national emergency and you can only have one more meal at a drive-thru or a public place because they will close down at 5 o'clock. What is your last meal?
Oof.
Where you going?
See, that's the thing about this quarantine. I'm a little scared of the drive-thrus because you don't know what the folks got going on that's prepping the food, even though they're still at work.
Girl, you cover yourself with the blood of Jesus before you go and eat anything?
That is true. I do that too. However, comma, if it was my very last meal, I would not spend it getting pickup or delivery. I would make it myself, and it would be chili. Because you can eat on chili for a good.
I'm about to say big
For
pot.
a while.
You got a big pot. Ooh,
The big pot.
yes.
With your good rice and your good.
Girl, listen, it ain't chili without rice.
Oh,
I don't
yes.
care who told you different. It ain't chili without rice.
Chili and rice, and you gotta have some corn.
Yes.
And you gotta have the cornbread.
You gotta have cornbread.
Gotta have the cornbread, sweet cornbread, not just cornbread. It's gotta be sweet, like
Now,
cake.
you do the pieces of corn in your cornbread, or you just like the cornbread?
Just cornbread. I gotta be in the mood to put the corn pieces in it, and I'm not always in the mood for that.
I don't like the corn to be stuck in my teeth.
Yeah.
That hurts. And you wake up in the middle of the night, you still wonder what's in your damn tooth.
Yes. And you got the.
I just want to, we have some people coming and watching.
Oh,
and I
yes.
just want to tell them, though, they made a comment about it's been a minute. Well, listen, we've been on stage, tap dancing and singing 5 days a week.
Yes, indeed.
And, this podcast.
Still a pat. I've been teaching the nations.
You've been teaching the nations, but you've been down there in the trenches, serving food and water, tea, and coffee.
Yes. I'm also, well, I guess I shouldn't make it seem like I just haven't been performing or whatever. I have been auditioning, and then I finished season at King's
Hi, Miss Riddick. I know, see, you stay at King's Dominion. So you always busy, too. I did my little one spell at King's Dominion. That was all that the Lord allowed for my soul to endure.
Why just one season?
Girl, you know about seasons in the Bible.
Yeah.
I went through that season. I made it through. He allowed. Sometimes I made it. I made it through. But sometimes you got to know when you got to hang up that coat. And it was a real heavy coat. It was a parka.
Well.
With the fur.
I kept my parka. Well, I won't say I kept it. I bought my parka.
Oh, you bought it.
I bought it.
Now, I did buy a few things from that shop when I was there. I bought the big old duffel bag with the beach bag. I bought some things, and now I got that logo sitting around my house making me mad every day.
Not making you mad. It's supposed to be a keepsake of memory.
It was a keepsake of trauma memory.
Oh, my word.
It's okay. We'll move on to the next. Okay, so what you got going on there? I know you probably wrote a few things down. What's been going through your mind today or over the last week?
Well, okay. So I've been trying to come up with some different concepts because I've been told, oh, you should write more. So I've just been trying to come up with what type of content I should write. naturally, it just, in my mind, it makes sense for me to write for children since at the time right now in my life, I'm spending most of my time with kids. However, Miss Corona has kind of interrupted that. So I'm not really around the kids, but my heart still goes out to them. And I'm sorry, little children, when I told y'all that I needed a break from you, this is not what I meant at all.
Look, these kids probably traumatized. They probably thought, Lord, she was serious about that break. She didn't shut the whole United States down for that break. They probably so confused, like, this bee got power. We didn't know our teacher was a superwoman. She didn't shut the whole country down.
The whole country down. Not even the country, the whole world. World stop.
Right.
Carry on.
Pretty on fleek. Ow. So you're enjoying your break, but now, like, the break is too much. Or
Yes.
you wanted a break, but now it's too much.
I wanted a break, but now I'm like, okay, it's time to work.
See, and that was the same thing with me. Like, I said, oh, I'm ready for Greece to be done just so I can not be bothered with the chaos,
Yeah.
amongst some of the people. And then, this is not what I meant, though. See, Lord, I take it back, Lord. Take it back. Take it back, dear Lord. Yeah, I take it back now.
I am Tamala Man tired.
Take me to the king, child, Tamla Man.
Yes, truth is, I'm tired. But I've been getting a lot of rest. I am thankful and grateful for that because I'm just convinced that whatever's to come for me after this lockdown, shutdown, corona, social
Distancing.
Distancing.
Now, listen, this is my thing. Okay, so when we go back on the uptick and we get all our money back and we can go balls to the wall.
And we can all go back to running our business.
And we can all flock to New York City and all get booked at the same time.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about starting some businesses during this furlough? That way that once we come from under this, you know that you can always have a source of income no matter what Walmart's doing. Okay.
Now, this whole coronavirus situation is proof that Walmart will never be out of business.
Walmart, Target, and the liquor store, because the liquor store ain't closed. That's what I saw today. They said that the liquor store will not close.
He said the ABC store will stay open.
Well, I'm a living witness. All right. Okay. But that's what they said on the news. They was like, the liquor store is not closing. So, now listen. Okay, can we switch this real quick? The liquor store is open, and this is also what was on the news. Mm-hmm. The liquor store is open.
Yes.
People have issues with addiction. They trapped in the house. Ain't got nothing to do.
It's going to...
Why is the liquor store open? Trying to tempt people to fall back into bad behavior.
Well, maybe things will balance out, people's lack of money because they're not able to work will kind of...
Cigarettes, liquor, or eat today.
Yes.
Which one you picking?
Eat. Every single time. I like to eat.
I might have to split my $10 in half. Can I get 2 shots and 2 double cheeseburgers for $1? I'm just saying, okay? Let's. I'm just saying.
No.
But I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that's foolishness.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that the priorities are kind of mixed up. The fact that they, without no, not even. I take that back. They tiptoed around the fact that the school year, that they've made the decision to end the school year, but then blatantly said, but the ABC stores will be open. And it took for someone in the crowd to ask whether or not schools were closed. Like, I just think that's... Why would we do that? Where does that make sense?
They don't care about your youth. They don't care. They don't care about the children. I mean, I'm just kidding. They clearly do care about the children.
Kinda.
But
they do, but they don't.
But then, okay, let's go back though. Could you imagine the epidemic if they'd have kept schools open? Not even, let's say, the high schoolers, although they would be affected and still be in the same type of lane to receive something. But I do definitely do think about the little kids.
I don't know what's going on in anybody else's elementary school. I can only speak for mine. I will
Right.
not name it.
Right.
But before all of this broke down, there were multiple teachers sick with pneumonia and flu, both types of flu, A and B, leading up to spring break. And then there were a lot of kids. Like, my homeroom classroom was down to like 15 or 16 kids out of 23.
I believe that. I believe that. Yeah, because people always have it before we suddenly announce it on the Fox 5 News. Like, come on, we know how that works. Hi, Miss Johnson. How you doing?
Hi, Miss Johnson.
But, yeah, so, I mean, we know that. Like, that's the thing is, listen, you keep Sonic open for me.
Yes, I love a good tot.
Girl, let me get a number one. I'm going to give you my order right here because I don't like too much of the burger. I do love the tots. Let me get a number one. Let me get a Oreo a la mode because they got a new deep fried Oreos, child.
Stop it.
With a scuba ice cream on the side. So let me get a number one. And this is not going to be my last meal, but this would be like maybe the appetizer to the last meal. Let me get a number one. Oreo a la mode. Hold the soda and turn it into a cherry limeade.
Cherry, strawberry limeade.
Cherry, strawberry, watermelon, anything red.
Yeah.
Okay, just that flavor right there. Anything red is fine. And yeah, keep the Sonic open for me. And maybe the 7-Eleven in case I need to go stretch my legs. I need to walk around, get a Slurpee real quick, and come on back.
Yo, come on back.
And then other than that, I'm all right. Like, just keep the mailman going, at least if we feel like life is normal. When you see the mailman come, you're like, okay, we still moving. Okay.
We're still moving.
Okay, we still moving.
Some normalcy, as they would say.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I'm about to let this dog out because she over there still at the door, barking and cussing at me.
What?
Yeah, because she want to go out just to be nosy. She just want to go downstairs to be nosy.
What's wrong with her? Why is her nerves vexed? Did she eat today?
Oh, listen, all she do... Listen. You know a dog's life is eat and lay. Eat and lay. Get out. Go ahead. Go find your sisters and your uncles and your aunties.
All of them.
Yeah, because she got friends downstairs.
Okay.
She got...
That's compared to mine. Maybe that's why she was ready to get out, because you weren't paying her no mind.
That's true. She heard me over here laughing and talking to you. She got a little jealous. Mm-hmm. She thought she was the only woman in my life. You know how dogs do, girl. You know how dogs do.
Yeah, I'm sorry, little pup.
Yeah, she gonna have to move along. Real quick, in this time of turmoil, what would be your favorite dessert?
Ooh, favorite dessert.
Something, in case you lose power, you can keep it for a minute. You ain't got to worry too much. The milk still be on cold.
Apple crumble.
Girl. Apple crumble, apple cobbler, apple pie.
All of it.
Listen, my thing is I'm doing a drive-by past Lidl. And if you don't know, I'm about to put you on. Go to Lidl. Get all of the oatmeal cookies that they got in the front. They're the type that, like, you accidentally make that are too big and too thick. But they're supposed to be like that.
And they're soft?
Girl, soft. What? Delicious. When you walk in there, the whole thing smells like cookies in the front. I will go and listen. I think it's 2 for 59 cents, 69 cents. My auntie would know because we always, that's
always in there. See,
that's
but that's the thing, though. Fun fact, everyone on the live chat.
Hey, Mr. Charles, how are you?
Hello.
Mr.
Thank you
E.
for joining.
Where you at? Are you still in Fredericksburg or where you at? Leave your comment below. Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
What was I about to say? I grew up overseas, so,
Where?
believe it or not, Germany.
Girl, I lived in Germany, too.
Oh, say what?
I lived in Japan and Germany. Yeah, but I was a little kid. A little something.
Well, no, Germany is basically home. I could apply for for citizenship, but I don't know about
It might be the place to go.
Honestly, yes. As far as performance-wise, that's where it's at.
Oh, really?
Yes. The
Oh.
Germans, they love.
Oh, they do shows.
They do shows. They definitely do shows, and
you got some black people in the shows, girl.
There's not a lot of us over there, so there would be a need.
Oh, so you might. Oh, you get the preferential treatment.
There would be a need.
Okay. Okay.
So, but talking about Lidl in Germany, versus Lidl in the States, I'm a little biased. I like the overseas kind.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, what makes it so different? Like, you give me facts. What makes it so different?
Well, it's just the quality of the food. There's different regulations over there for how food is prepped and made, processed, and it's a lot cleaner. It's a lot healthier. They're using actual natural.
Hey, Miss Jackson, food. I am for real. Sorry.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Whereas here, America just gonna slap together, and we still gonna eat it because we're hungry.
Hi, Mr. Hunter. How are you? Yeah, have you ever noticed how long that milk will sit in the refrigerator for real? And be untouched and unbothered.
Untouched.
A week and a half later. And I do love milk, but I'm paying attention. Okay, I'm paying attention.
Yes.
So you think the Lidl in Germany, like food-wise, that just the taste is incomparable to what we're doing?
It is impeccable. That's the one thing that I miss. If I was given the opportunity to just all paid expenses,
girl, I can't see. I need to put my glasses on.
Living arrangements and everything, I would go over there in a heartbeat. I don't even have to tell anybody. If I ever go missing, well, God forbid I don't go missing, but
I hope you don't.
I hope I don't.
Girl, you better hit that SOS on that iPhone.
I know. But no, catch me in Germany. How about that?
You know, I'm not too mad about it. I do hear what you're saying, because, you know, a lot of our basketball players and stuff go over to Germany and play.
Mm-hmm.
There must be something going on.
It's great. Like, I just don't even know where to begin. I just love it.
Hi, Mr. Holland. Hi, Mr. Sharkey. How are you? Mr. Hunter. Yes. We just here catching up. Listen, you got a few actors. We got done with doing Grease a few weeks ago. We trapped in the house, and we refused to be social distanced. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do it however we need to do it.
Yes, indeed.
So we just figured we'd bring you some keekee and some tea, let you know how we live in, you know, the actors who don't have jobs. We ain't got jobs at the moment because we normally
actors and teachers
tap dancing on stage in front of 400 people, and they just shut down our whole flow. The whole flow. So we on here just doing it what we do. Mm-hmm. We thought we'd go ahead and share a little time with you, make you laugh and kiki. If you can go back, what was one good memory while we were at Riverside? I mean, there's probably more, but what's one that, you know, stands out to you?
One that stands out to me? When we made the reality TV show, whatever happened with that?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just like the rest of the world, our production has gone into hiatus. But what she is talking about is the Real Housewives of Riverside. And we're working on like a little mock. Hi, Mr. Lloyd. How are you? I.e. Mr. Lloyd, professional singer.
Oh, well, hello,
travels around
Mr.
the
Lloyd.
world, busting his vocals all the way down.
Oh, yes.
I would encourage you to look him up on all social media platforms, Mr. Thomas Lloyd. He a whole snack, too. But what was I saying? Because I done got distracted. Mm-hmm. Let me put my glasses back on.
You've been on and off with these glasses.
Yeah, because my vision was a little blurry, so I had to go ahead and put on my other ones.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where I was going. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, it must not have been important. And if the Lord meant it to be said, he'll bring it back around. He'll bring it back around.
Wait, no, we were talking about the Real Housewives
Oh,
of
so
Riverside.
that's exactly right, ladies and gentlemen. We have started our own, the Real Housewives, or the Real Mayhems of Riverside, and everyone has their own catchphrase. And I
Yes.
recorded everyone while we were there, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I need
Yes.
to go ahead and edit that video together of the people that I have. But as everyone knows, there is so much. Mr. Kevin Todd Reed, how are you, sir?
Hello, Mr. Kevin Todd Reed.
Fashion designer to the stars.
Oh, yes.
He just relocated to New York City.
Wow.
Yes, indeed. How are you, sir? Although
Be safe out there, please.
well, no, I'm sure he's back in this area, which is unfortunate because they done shut down the whole island. But black people doing wonderful things, we will always support that. Hey, boo. But yes, so you know how the housewives are, where everyone has a catchphrase.
Yes.
So at the theater, we told everyone, they need to come up with a catchphrase, kind of in line with their personality and maybe their job position. So we got everyone, not everyone, but there's like 5, 6 people who I've done videos for, and I need to edit them together so we can spin that thing on this World Wide Web and see if we can get some interest. But no, that was hilarious.
That needs to be on. You need to go ahead and put that on your TikTok.
That's the perfect place to do it, actually, with how TikTok records stuff.
Yep. Because you know how they do like their jump cuts.
Yeah, which I had to work that TikTok yesterday to figure out all the little ins and outs. But yeah, you can record something and just stop and literally go wherever you want and pick up the video and keep on, and then it just segments everything together.
Oh, and that's how it works? Okay.
That's how. Oh yes, you don't have to like continuously do anything. You can do it for 3 words of a song and stop. Go do 3 other words of a song and stop. And 3 words of a song and stop. And then it automatically puts it together for you. Every time you stop, you can change filter. You can change. You got 6 screens. Now you got 2. Now you got 3 going top to bottom. Yeah. I had to play with it for a minute. That's why I actually kind of thought it was interesting, at least how the recording side of it goes.
Okay.
But definitely jump on that TikTok. And ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and find me on TikTok as well. I am the Purple Teen Angel on TikTok. The Purple Teen Angel on TikTok. I know you'll laugh. Go ahead and get your life. Wilson just texted me, by the way, so he might jump on this thing a little bit.
Oh, well, hello, Wilson.
But, there he is right there. Big baby!
So weak.
But, okay.
How are you occupying your time? Please. What have you been doing? Oh, my word. Help us today. Please.
Well, you asked.
Theater houses, huh?
You asked me and I told you.
Well, I was hoping that you was going to be able to say something else. But I
Well,
guess you can show me better than you can tell me.
Well, that would be the 1% out of 100. So, actually, for me, I've literally just been grinding in my own quiet time, for real. I'm optimistic person. I'm a Taurus, so I'm kind of hard-headed. But at the same time, too, like, I don't give a damn what this government is talking about, because I do believe in Jesus. But my mind is sound enough to keep myself safe. So outside of that, though, girl, we still have things to do.
Yes.
Okay, so for real, I'm online. I'm still applying for gigs in New York City. Coming to Aladdin near you, okay? And and not just one at a time, girl. We're flooding that backstage.com, and they're responding to me. So hopefully we'll get some things situated. Because when spring come around and everything is back to normal, it's gonna be a bum rush to get these shows done. And I did tell Mr. Pizzuto, don't you wait your ass until spring to start applying, because you'll be at the back of the list.
Just like being at the back of the line. Cool.
Back of the line on 43rd, on 43rd Street, 3,000 people, and you at the back of the line because you wanted to sleep in 10 extra minutes. No, get your ass together and let's get it going. So yeah, I've been doing some of that. The best part for real is that they're responding to me, which does give me hope that yes, people are still working in New York City. things are still happening. So I'm excited about that. And then outside of that, child, I done ordered some pizza. I done did everything that every other fat kid in the world is doing. I have gotten caught up on my love in hip hop. Won't he do it?
Okay.
Watched Atlanta last night. Won't he do that too? But you got to savor it while you can, because unfortunately, some of these shows are not in production.
Yes, that is the only thing.
Real T, Andy Cohen, he done caught the corona. Right. So, but at the same time, let the Lord use you in a positive way. We still got things to do. So I'm out here just grinding. If I need to go down to the Exxon and apply for a job, I will do that too.
Yeah.
But other than that, girl, I'm not gonna let the devil sabotage my mind. I'm gonna stay positive, optimistic.
Right.
I'm gonna stay reading my John 3:16.
And your scriptures.
My scriptures. And if I need to go down to the river of life and pray by myself because the church is closed, and that's what I'll do.
You don't even have to pray by yourself. My parents, they recently opened a church, and they are online.
Okay.
And they can.
Are they doing communion?
No. Well, I don't know. We'll get to that hurdle once the first of the month comes around.
Okay.
Well, I should say
hold on
first
now.
Sunday of the month.
I was about to say now, I'll bring the wafers.
I love the wafers. That's always been my favorite.
Now, I went to one Lutheran church one time, and they had a whole goblet full of real red wine. And they passed it right to the church, and I was caught off guard. I didn't know. That was a Lutheran church.
Oh my goodness. Well, you can definitely tune into our church.
Go ahead and drop the info. So then go ahead.
The info is Lord of the Harvest Ministries Incorporated. You can find them online. Specifically, you have to type it in this way. It's capital LH space Ministries with a capital M, and then you have a comma, and you have Inc. INC, all caps. You can find them online. Let me see if I can.
Make sure that you share that link on the bottom of this video.
Yes. I'm doing it right now.
So that the people can go ahead and get their...
But for when you find it, this is what it'll look like when you find it online.
Is that on Facebook or that's on Google?
It's on Facebook, actually.
Okay.
We are on Instagram, too. I do not have that memorized at hand.
Wilson! What are you doing?
Please tell us.
He don't let his afro down.
Oh, yes, indeed. Shake that hair.
He got his feet propped.
Are you laughing at me?
I am. He got his feet propped up. But that's good though. I feel like, not that everyone should just open a church, but during this time, more people need to know what the Lord can do for them. So I think that any type of spiritual encouragement is definitely things that people need at this time. But yeah, other than that, I've just been kind of hanging out, laughing, making videos, and trying to just use my time wisely.
Mm-hmm.
You can only sleep so much.
Yeah.
And you can only watch so much of the news.
Yes, the news is...
And I love live PD, but I still can only watch so much of that. First 48, I can only watch so much of the TV. And look, it's already 9:52, girl. We ain't did nothing today, and it's already time to go back to sleep. How we go? We can't live like this, girl.
I don't know. And that's also something that I've just been making sure to do, just to take things day by day, because if I try to analyze it all and...
Well, you can't plan for nothing.
Yeah, like that's...
I mean, what we gonna do? You want to go to the mall tomorrow, girl? You want to go shopping?
Oof, we would have to do it on somebody's computer somewhere.
Girl, you want to go out to dinner?
Dinner? There's no chairs.
Girl, all we could do is go to 7-Eleven to get us an ice cream cone, girl.
Barely do that either.
Can we go to Tropical Smoothie? They got a driver window.
They might be able to mix us up a shot.
Can we just yell it through the window?
Yes, that's all that they're.
And they can just sit it on the mat out front, and we can just pick it up and get it.
Yeah.
Now listen. Okay, let's go back. So as much as we got to think outside of ourselves. As much as we are bored as hell, now you know what the convicts feel like, girl. So for all of those who don't know anything about incarceration, this is what that is.
You think so?
Absolutely. And listen, we still...
I still feel like we have more freedom and liberties today.
Okay. We have more freedom on a physical realm. While they don't have physical freedom, but they still have mental freedom. The reverse is that we're so comfortable in our environment, now we're bound because we've been so out here just doing our thing, and this is normal for us. So having those restrictions taken from us, now we act like we don't know what to do, but that's incarceration, except it happens that much quicker.
My mind is just completely blown. I don't know. I'd be just improper grammar. Apologies.
Hi, Miss Branch.
Oh, it's my mama.
Olivia.
Hey, sugar.
We just catching up on life, Miss Branch. My name is Philip Alexander. I was your former teen angel during Greece. But we just figured we would get on here and keekee a little bit because we are all trapped in the house and we can't take it no more, so we have to socialize in some manner or another.
Yes, because of social distancing.
Hi, Mr. Grunlock. How are you? Ashanti, Mr. Grunlock, he does some work with not Riverside, at King's Dominion.
King's Dominion. I was a part of his Heads Will Roll cast.
Were you?
Yes, I was. I was one of his scaring, dancing monsters.
Did you work with Sherry or no?
Yeah, well, not directly, but sort of. I was a part of the 9 from the Masquerade cast.
Okay.
So they pulled some of us to be a part of
Miss Branch, hold on. You like those glasses? You like those glasses for real? What about these? Girl, let the sun hit them. They just be blinging. What about these? I'll bring them over to you. The corona don't stop the delivery. I'll bring them right to you. All right, I'll bring them to you. And actually, the boutique where you can get them from, that I did advertising and marketing for, which is kind of how this came about. I'll put you in contact with the boutique so you can go ahead and shop the rest of her racks because her stuff was fire. Let the sun shine. Yeah, let the sun shine in. Yeah, don't give me the singing. Come on, you know we musical people.
Yes, indeed.
Not
a cough.
Listen, ain't no corona over here. Don't do it. Do not do it. This pollen and whatnot has had me a little messed up way before this corona came around. Don't do it.
Yes, indeed.
But
Indeed.
my phone is blowing up. The TikTok is blowing up. People over here, they need to be at the altar. They're over here trying to do scandalous things. People fornicating. They ain't nothing to do.
Fornicating?
Yes, take them to church.
Fornicate in 6 seconds.
Take-
Isn't that how much they give you to record?
Take them to church. Please take these people to church. Listen, everybody's trapped in the house and needs something constructive and spiritual.
Oh my gosh. Oh, 60 seconds. Sorry, folks, my brother has chimed in. He said that you actually get 60 seconds. But still, that's not enough time.
60 seconds to fornicate.
You can't do nothing in 60 seconds.
Your mother is watching. We will not have this conversation.
I'm just... You
laid at the altar.
You can barely hug. You can barely hug.
You got to be moving and scooting and booting to get... What? 60. Listen, what did who made that song 1 Minute Man? Break me up. That's Listen, that's what she was talking
Missy
about.
Elliott?
That's what she was talking about. Ain't nobody want no 1 minute.
Nope. No. Even Madonna said you only got 4 minutes.
And Ashanti put it down in 4 pages. Oh,
Not this Ashanti.
not that one.
Not me.
Formerly with us, Ashanti. Okay. I don't know, something about that 4. I don't know. But, okay, for real though. If there was one thing, so, some people, I won't, let me get my words together. I was about to say something that might offend somebody, so let me think of another word. Some people aren't in the best mental space to go through things like this. What is something that you would give them as far as like a positive something that you've been doing to just keep yourself together and not be down, not, what is a piece of advice you would give them?
Piece of advice, and this is definitely something that I am.
Mr. Sanchez said hello, by the way.
Oh, hello, Tony. How are you? Hope you're doing good. What was I about to say? Yes. So, something that I am doing and that I highly recommend, most definitely you got to do like Dory did and says and does in Finding Nemo. Just keep swimming. You just have to think that we're going to get above this. As long as you know for a fact that you are taking those precautionary measures and steps to keep yourself healthy, taking your vitamins, drinking your water, getting sleep, trying to keep your stressors down as much as possible, considering what's going on. That's very important. What I am doing, I like to create things with my hands. So that's also why I started the painting. I got some construction paper. I might start putting together different little crafts. And
You gonna take them to the
things.
nursing home?
Huh?
You gonna take them to the nursing home? You gonna bless somebody?
Oh, I probably could do that. I don't know what exactly I'll end up making, because I'm always just making up random things.
Well, what I will tell you, the reason why I say that though is because somebody up in Northern Virginia, they were having a flower expo. The flower expo got shut down. Oh, where was it? Hold on a second, where was it? It was in Maryland? No. Excuse me, it was in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And the only reason why I was interested was because my mom lives out there. She lives in Fergus Falls. And they were having a flower expose, whatever, like a home and garden show. It got canceled. They took all the flowers to all of the nursing homes in the Greater Lakes. So the Greater Lakes is not just Minnesota. It's a whole rack of, cities right there. They took all the flowers to the old people and dropped them off. When they had a picture on TV, it was easily like 100 pots of flowers in the middle of the floor. And they were just passing them out. So that's why I say that. It's because, we might be over here overlooking things and we might be all right, but somebody will really be blessed and uplifted by that.
I know. So I'm like, I'm not sure what it, like I said, I don't know what I'll end up making. But I picked up some construction paper from Michael's, my favorite store. And we'll see what I'll end up making. And if it looks like anything, if it looks like something quality, I wouldn't mind dropping them off to the nursing homes, because I definitely, at our home church in Georgia, we did the nursing home ministry. We sang to the folks and wrote letters and brought little care packages. I don't necessarily have money to make care packages, but...
Hi, Mike Taylor. How are you?
That was the thing. Hello, Mike Taylor. I'm not sure who you are.
I want to, honestly, on my childish side, I want one of those. Remember the old 3D books that we used to have where you used to cross your eye and look at them? And then something would pop out?
Yes.
Okay, I want one of those, but I want it to say Corona. I'm just saying, we have to mark this, because listen, this will not be the end of this will not be the story of our lifetime.
Oh no.
All right, so we have to mark
Definitely
it with the moment and move the hell on.
Yes.
The great Corona debate. Not in my lifetime, girl. What? For those of you who are watching, share with a friend. I want to get y'all all plugged into our convo. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave that below.
Yes, indeed.
We're just keekeeing. And so, we want to talk with y'all. We're just having a wonderful time. It's 10 o'clock. We're not gonna hold you. We're not gonna hold you too late. But if you guys got.
What did the pastor and the reverend said? I'm gonna finish in a little bit, but
But we all gonna make it in time for the Super Bowl. That's what he said.
Yes.
I'm gonna get this sermon in, but we will be on time for the Super Bowl.
Yes. And before I close.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello, Miss Allison Cross Mayberry.
She is a vision. I am a vision of love. All that you've given to me. How are you, Miss Mayberry? How you doing?
How you doing?
As you can see, we're just occupying our time with the most effective way that an entertainer knows how to do.
We're just talking to folk.
Just talking to folk.
Anybody who'll listen.
The Lord said, make yourself available. So we available.
We're available.
We
Thanks
just here
to the
hanging out.
coronavirus.
Thanks to the corona, we are available, because if it wasn't for this corona, we'd be out here making these coins.
What time is it? Today is Monday? Okay, I wouldn't necessarily be at Riverside, but
It's a Monday. No, I wouldn't be at Riverside, but I might be in New York. I might be in D.C. trying to look for the next gig. But the devil done shut down the byways and the highways, so we here.
Oh, my word.
That's okay.
Well, those aren't necessarily shut up. It's more so the establishments.
It's everything else that would make your life go round and round, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. We woke up with our right mind, right? Okay. No matter what's going on with the corona, we woke up with our right mind. So, blessed and highly favored.
Yes, indeed. And what else?
First of all, go ahead and sing the people a song. You want to do a brief intermission, but there is no coffee, water, or tea.
Let's see. Something. What should I sing?
It is the sweetest name I know.
Yes.
Oh, how I love the name Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh, how I love the name Jesus. It is the sweetest name I know. Oh, how I love the name Jesus. Oh, how I love the name Jesus. It is the sweetest name I know. Listen, we can start our own group. Clark Sisters ×2, okay? You gonna be Dorinda? I'm gonna be Karen Clark.
Oh, yes, please.
Wilson gonna be Maddie. Oh, what's the name who played the organ? Meaning somebody played the organ.
The organ?
Yeah, that one sister played the organ.
Wilson needs to be the one on the organ.
Yeah, he the one on the organ.
Isn't the organ pretty close to like the piano?
Yeah. Well, don't give me the line, because people who play that instrument would probably tell you no.
I know, and probably.
I think it requires a whole lot of extra work and sweat.
Oh, yes.
On a Sunday morning.
Requires sweat.
On a Sunday morning.
Oh, yes. No fans.
But no. That's how the church fan came to be. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Because the organist requested.
Because the one woman who died playing the organ, she did 3 services that day. They took her to the funeral home. And the fan happened to go from the church to the funeral home. And that's how you got all those funeral homes with the fans. It got the church on the front.
Yes.
That's how all that. That's how that. And Christmas on the back. That's how all that came to be. That was during the time period of Aretha Franklin. And what's her name? What was her name on the bus?
Rosa Parks?
Rosa Parks. Aretha Franklin and Rosa Parks was on a bus together.
Oh, okay. And then what happened?
And
where were they going? Where they were?
Well, girl, they was running from Corona too.
Oh, okay, I see.
They was on their way to the 7-Eleven. And one of the fans flew across the street in a sudden gust of wind.
And it landed on their window shield.
It landed on the window shield. And then she was on her way to Beulah Baptist that morning to sing for the offering.
But then she decided to stay seated because somebody asked her for her seat.
That's what she did. But Aretha said, no, I'm going up front to sing because I'm getting my check today.
Oh, yes. She's always after the check.
And she left the fan on the front row, and that's how the fans continued to go around the service because the pastor's wife felt that the fan had a special anointing because Aretha had touched it.
Yes.
So...
Even though it stayed on the bus with Rosa.
Well, you know, she gave Rosa a piece of the fan.
Okay.
And she took the other piece...
to service.
Yes, because Rosa was leading the slaves through the tunnels to freedom. So she needed a fan. Because you know them tunnels was hot.
It was hot.
And she only had one candle. So, you know, she had to do what she had to do. She had to do what she had to do.
Yes.
And that's how the first underground church started. Praise the Lord. Okay, can we go ahead and pass the offering plate?
Oh, my word.
That was in the book of Medea. That was Restorations, verses 3 through 6.
Restorations? I thought it was reparations.
Well, the continued version is Restoration. But you know how there was like a Genesis 1, Genesis 2, where the first part is Reparation. That was the book they left out. See, you know how all these people converted over the word, and they done left things out.
Okay.
They done left things out.
Yep, that is exactly how that went.
But,
History, everyone. They did shut down the schools, so where else are you going to get your history lessons?
This is the best place right here at 10:10 p.m.
Yep.
We're going to take it back. We're going to take you all the way back to give you your education.
Yep. This is night school. You didn't know that you were tuning into school. You thought you were just here for the...
This is the 13th grade. The 13th grade.
Yes.
Right here, ladies and gentlemen. Right here.
Right here.
Child, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. What we doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow? Well, the sun will come out tomorrow.
It will. You might not see it. It might be behind a cloud, but it's still going to be there.
It's still going to be there.
It's going to be there.
You can bet your bottom dollar that it'll still be there.
We're going to do some musical stuff tomorrow, maybe.
Yes, we can do some musical stuff tomorrow.
We can go ahead and do some jams and put it on the platforms for the people to soak up and marinate.
Indeed. On the TikToks and the YouTubes and the Instagrams.
TikTok, crisscross, jump.
Boom, boom.
But I think we should definitely do that. Other than that, listen, do you have anything else? A word of encouragement?
Word of encouragement.
For this morning's announcements.
In the words of the late, great Cardi B, coronavirus. Wash your hands.
Coronavirus.
Wash your hands, everybody, please. Try not to touch your face. I'm sure... Yeah, well, I don't know. I know I touched my face like the whole video. I'm going to...
I touched my nose a few times.
I know. It's really hard not to do.
But I mean, listen, we quarantined in the house with people that ain't got nothing. So...
That is true.
You know, that's the wonderful part. But we still need to be mindful.
We have to be mindful not to touch with everything. I'm going to learn how to sign language.
A, B, C, D.
I know this is I.
F,
And I think this is J.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. I know.
Thank you.
I used to know all my... Okay, real fun fact. I used to know all my letters, but the only reason I learned is because when I was 18, I was working at Hex before it turned over to Macy's. There was a woman who used to come in, and she was deaf, and I worked in the housewares department folding damn towels all day. I don't even know what they had me doing that for. Listen, see, that's how your potential is just overlooked.
Yes.
Got me folding towels for 8 hours.
And you were probably in the back.
Yes, in the bag.
in the bag, not entertaining people. More entertaining. Yes, exactly that. Entertaining. You could have probably sales could have been booming had you been on the floor.
Had me in the make. Well, no, I was on the floor, but I mean, you could have had me in the makeup department. You could have had me in the jewelry, the cologne, the shoes. No, you got me back there with the towels and the linens.
No, and nobody shops there for their linens.
No, I was not at $35 a towel. They ain't buying that. Who cares about Ralph Lauren? Ain't nobody doing that.
You can make that yourself for $35.
Especially during Corona, you ain't got nothing but time. Okay, but
You know, it's a YouTube video on how to do it.
Listen, there's a YouTube video on how to break into somebody's car. I'm sure you can find anything on YouTube.
There is. You can use a tennis ball.
Now listen, I'm old school. I'm still going to get the hanger. I'm just saying. And tennis ball, though, we have to talk about that off camera, girl. You ain't sending me to jail.
Well, I'm not doing it. I just saw the video. You know how you watch one YouTube video and then you end up on something completely different?
Yes. Because it does the association thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You'd be like, how'd I get over here looking at videos about Brazil?
Right. Or breaking into folks' cars. And why is that even a video? You know how they claim they have the filters to limit the nonsense that goes on?
No, somebody's trying to go to jail. They don't even care. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, listen, you know what, though? I feel like
somebody's watching me.
I ain't got no privacy. Oh. I'm excited. You know, I feel like we got our chat today. And tomorrow might be a little more of the vocal. So that would be fun. We can give them two sides of us. Not that we're bipolar or anything, but, you know, we are multifaceted individuals. Anything else, though, that you want to give the people before? Oh, you know what? Hold on now. First things first. Before we shut this down, you need to give them all your social media stuff so they can follow you and see what you got going on in life.
Yes. Okay, so my Instagram is... Actually, let me type it up in the thing as I say.
Yes, type it in the chat so they can be able to follow you.
Mm-hmm. So my Instagram is at Shanti for short. So it's my first name but minus the A. Shanti spelled Shanti. The number 4. Shanti for short. SHORT 013. And what else? Oh, did I send it? Yes, I did. My Instagram is that. My TikTok is
TikTok and you don't stop.
I just made it today, so please try not to be disappointed and by my 2 followers and no videos. It is at Miss Branch, and it's spelled MISSBR, the number 4, NCH, where you will find my cute little teacher profile picture.
Hi, Miss Tinsley. How are you? I hope that you're doing well.
TikTok, you don't stop.
TikTok, you don't stop. If you were just joining our video, make sure you go back. Listen, we're just giving you the scoop. I've been doing live productions at Riverside for the last 3 months. We've been preoccupied, which is why you've not seen me live on camera all that much, because I've been tap dancing 5 days a week. Yes. Being your glamorous teen angel. But this is Miss Ashanti. She's giving me all her information so you can follow her as well. She's an entertainer, actress. She's a teacher.
Yes.
You know,
what
just
else?
Out here just doing it how we do it. Okay, so you gave your TikTok, you gave your IG, anything else, a Twitter, or...
You can find me on Facebook with my full name, Ashanti Simone Branch. You can just find me from the comments because that's me. YouTube, let me see if I can...
And mind you, speaking of YouTube, this video will go on YouTube. So if you have missed it here, of course you can hit the replay. But you can find it on YouTube as well. So make sure you do that. On YouTube, you could type in a reasonable voice. A reasonable voice is my new YouTube page, which I have an old one, but disregard that. It's got some vocals on it, but this one will be a little more eclectic and funny and my everyday life, which at times is just hilarious. But Ashanti, anything else? YouTube? What's your YouTube?
YouTube, it's just my first name and last name.
Okay.
And it is a throwback picture, and I feel like I've tried to change that picture multiple times, and
it won't let
keeps
you
coming back to haunt me. It's back from when I had a perm, you guys. My hair used to be straight.
Girl, I had a perm. I think every black person went through the perm phase.
Yes, indeed.
Now, for what? I don't know, because all this luscious locks up here.
And I love a good braid, just little.
I had my hair locked up and some... Girl, I want my dreadlocks back, though, but I'm trying to keep it cute in business, so you know.
Well, as long as you maintain your locks, I don't see why your locks can't be cute.
Every other ethnicity in the world does not understand that. And if you read the news about some of this SHIT they done passed about people with dreadlocks and not being able to work, don't do it. I don't even want to have that conversation.
Wait a minute, not another cough.
And you can keep that coronavirus. And I'm over here trying to raise up a Chamber of Commerce, VMAECC.com.
Yes.
Virginia's Mid-Atlantic Equality Chamber of Commerce. So, I got to keep it professional because I got to step into different realms and I've got to be able to get this business done.
Yeah, unfortunately, our hair is not accepted in every...
I am not my hair. I am
not my skin.
That's a good song for you, actually. That's your perfect range right there.
Yes.
All right, well, I feel like we jumped around. We did a little bit of hip-hop array.
Yes, indeed.
We just got on here and just kiki with you for a moment. And from the mind of two actors and actresses and two beautiful black people. Just keeping it real. I do promise you I do not have a corona, but my throat's a little dry. Okay? The Lord has kept me.
Yes.
But my throat's a little dry. Other than that, though, I appreciate you guys for spending a little bit of time with us. Listen, if we could bring you some laughter, bring you some cheer while you've been watching, that was our whole objective. So if we did that for you, then we succeeded. But listen, just stay tuned. Go ahead and follow me on my page. Make sure you follow Ashanti as well. We will have to do this again. So we will come back to you live, but I guarantee the next time we will be sitting in the same room together. Because Facebook wanted to make me have to do this. They couldn't just leave the, bring your friend on and go live. They deleted that. So then now we got to do this. We look crazy up here doing this.
It's nostalgic. Because remember we used to do videos like this. Folks used to have videos like that.
That's actually it's very nostalgic because it's very true. Very, very true. But listen, we've come so far, yet we took 3 steps back. For no reason. For no reason. But I do promise you the next time that we do this, we'll be in the same room together. And we might be busting out some tunes for you. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate you sitting with us this evening. Once again, my name is Philip Alexander. And this is...
Ashanti Simone Branch.
And this is Just Saying. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful evening. You're too pretty to be stressed. And don't let the corona get you down. Because at the end of the day, what? God's got it.
Yes, wash hands. Don't let corona get you, period.
Wash your hands, wash your mama's hands, your kids' hands, wash the dog's paws, wash the cat, the gerbil.
Yes.
Anything that's moving and breathing, you need to wash it.
Wash it.
Other than that, I ain't got nothing else for you. Ashanti, you got anything else? Any closing words?
No, it is nighttime. Everybody rest well. I pray that you have sweet dreams. Take care of yourselves. Like we said, wash your hands. Cover your mouth when you need to sneeze or cough.
And stay fly. I mean, even during corona, you still can stay fly.
Yes.
Don't let us catch you slipping. When an Uber man come up to your house and drop off that food, don't let him catch you slipping.
I know. At least have an earring in your head. See, you gotta,
At least keep the wrap on. Something, keep it,
put your weave up.
Girl, put your... Listen, we make remixes at work. Y'all don't even know about... That's a whole side conversation right there.
And we'll have to release that the next time.
We will. That'll be our hairnet exclusive.
Yes.
But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful day. I do wish you the best. Stay healthy and stay blessed, because once again, if it wasn't for God, none of us would be here.
Amen.
Other than that, we'll see you later.
See you later.
Busy, bye.